Hi, I'm Lacy Morgan.
And I'm Dustin Morgan.
We're with Evolution Modular Homes. And today we're doing a reaction video on Kristina Smallhorn, who is an awesome realtor. She is an advocate of affordable housing, and she's been bringing the truth about modular homes to YouTube for a while now. And we've actually never seen this video. We're going to react to it in real time. Okay. All right, you ready?
I've been warning you guys about this, and I feel like there needs to be a whole dedicated video. There are companies, the biggest modular home companies in the United States, that are trying to convince people into buying manufactured homes that are turned into modular homes and claiming that they're modular. These are not modular homes, something they're trying to repackage, rebrand as a hybrid of modular. There's all sorts of problems with this, though, and it's not just because it's the difference between a modular home and a manufactured home. It's because it's going to cost you a lot more money down the road because you thought you had a modular, but it ends up being a manufactured home, and it can cost you so much money it's not even worth it. I want you to have all the education ahead of time. So the first thing I would get very clear: a modular home is not the same as a manufactured home. I've done several videos about it. Now, both of these homes are built in a manufacturing plant, and I think that's where people get it mostly confused. A modular home is made and built to modular specifications that either meets or is above traditional code for a traditional built home. When you look at a modular home, they look no different than a traditional built home. You can have it built any way you want to. But when you think of a manufactured home, you're thinking of a house that's kind of like one cylinder all the way across. They're usually covered in vinyl siding. A lot of people will put decks on them. There's skirting at the bottom. They come in on a chassis. There's usually 1, 2, 3, sometimes even 4 pieces where they just kind of connect. Click it, you have a ticket, which is a permit, and then it's done, and you can go ahead and move into your house.
Okay, so I personally am going to make a comment here. I love what Kristina's saying. However, I think she's leading viewers astray a little bit here, because she talks about modular homes not always being like long, that they can be built. They look like a traditional home. And I feel like she's sort of lumping in
manufactured homes is what she said.
I know, but we build modular homes that are ranch style. So yeah, our modular homes are ranch style homes. So a ranch style floor plan is sometimes built in such a way that it splits down the middle like a double wide. And again, that's probably sometimes when people get confused. But just because it's a ranch style home doesn't mean that it's not a modular. You can see ranch style floor plans in conventional construction as well.
But in general, that's normally what they're going to be. The manufactured home, they're going to be that cylinder, just like she said. I think she's 100% right on the hijacking of the term modular. You go talk to a manufacturer dealer and they'll say, oh yeah, we do modulars. Everything's the same except we just put a little steeper roof pitch on it. And what you run into there is, if the frame is still connected to it, it's not going to appraise as a conventional site built house. They're going to take comps that are comparable around that area, and it's going to be other trailer houses. So you're probably going to get hurt pretty good on the appraisal. They've taken their manufactured home and said, hey, we can offer modulars too, but they're really not true modulars. If the frame's not removed, it has to be set on a permanent pier and beam foundation, like solid all the way around. It can't be just spot foundations every 4 to 6, 8 foot.
Modular homes are built in like little cubes, you know, like the little cubes that put them together, and then they click it, and then they get the permit ticket, and then you're able to move in the house. They're built really quickly, by the way, but with a manufactured home, it's probably going to only take a day to get it put together. With a modular home, it's going to take several days, but it cuts down the building time in more than half. People really like that convenience of a modular home, and the expense of them is a lot higher than you would with a manufactured home. So here's what happens when you go on to the lots, though. Well, you're going to some of these big names, the biggest names you can think of when it comes to manufactured homes. They're telling them, hey, look at all of these houses. Any of these houses you see on the lot can be turned into a modular home.
Now, you do realize everything that's modular is manufactured in a manufactured plant. So modular, manufactured, it's all the same thing, right? You know what I'm saying? You know,
this is where the problem comes in, because those homes are manufactured homes built to HUD specification, and all they're doing is adding modular components to it. That does not make it a modular home. The branding name is a modular hybrid. The problem is when you go in there,
some of the trailer house manufacturers are really good quality. They've improved so much over the years. But what we're really getting down to here is the finance, the appraised value, and the accrued value over. It's just going to be more and more of it. There's such a need for affordable housing, good quality built housing, better systems, better ways of building. And people like her are going to be the ones who keep it in line and get people more educated, because she just said it right there. A lot of the banks that are doing the lending haven't had the time to put in enough research to figure out exactly what is what. Companies are doing different things.
The other thing that I think that she might have a little bit off is judging a modular home company based on their established date. And the reason I disagree with this is because while, like, when you look at when a company is established, it's not enough of a representation of their experience level. So for instance, Evolution Modular, while it's a newer company, Dustin, our head of construction, has been building homes for 20 years, specifically modular homes in the state of Oklahoma. So not only is he an established builder with lots of experience, but he also specifically understands modular building more than ever. But if you judged us by our established date, you'd miss out on an opportunity to work with a great company. You definitely need to be open to the idea that there are going to be more and more modular home companies popping up, because it's such a need, and we're going to see more of that. Now, it is really important that we don't get the modular home building industry mixed up with the manufacturing industry. And that is something that has been very difficult, because the name modular, the word modular, has been very much co-opted by the manufactured industry. And while manufactured homes have come a really long way, ultimately, what's most important is being able to refinance your home and finance your home as a traditional mortgage, so that you're able to have appreciation over time, and so that the appraiser, when the appraiser comes out, they can clearly see that this is a home, it's not a manufactured house, and it's gonna have the value that you expect for your appraisal. So if you would like to learn more about modular homes here in Oklahoma and the central United States, reach out to us. You can text us at 580-235-2078 or visit us on the website
evolutionmodularhomes.com.